Hi and welcome to this brief tutorial where I'll show you how to edit and relink embedded images in Adobe Illustrator, all with the help of a plugin called Rasterino. Now, embedded images are raster or bitmap images placed into the working space of the current document and then embedded into it. They can also be effects that you've produced in the process of work, such as using Photoshop effects or stylism effects, things like drop shadows. And Rasterino allows you to edit these embedded images, opening them directly in Photoshop or your chosen image editing software, and then updating them in Illustrator. So if we're just editing an embedded image, the first thing we need to do is check our image is embedded. To do this, make sure your image is selected and then go to the Embed button on the Properties panel or in the control bar. I'll use this one. Then go to Window, Rasterino panel. And with your image still selected, click the Edit button on the Rasterino panel. This will open the image in our default image editing program. So mine's Photoshop, where I can make whatever changes I need. I'm just going to apply a bit of a filter. Once you're happy, just press Save. OK, exit, and then you'll see it hasn't updated yet. What we need to do is tell Illustrator that we've changed it. So we go to the next button along, which is Update Image, which then replaces our image with the adjusted file. Now let's see how this is done on the example of raster effects. So for this, I'm just going to use a coloured background and then use the Appearance panel to add another fill on top, make that grey, and then to that grey fill we will add a sketch effect, notepaper. Just press OK, and so that's our first raster effect. I just need to make sure this is set to multiply, and then you can see the lovely colour underneath. So the second raster effect will be applied to our live text here, and I'm going to go Effect, Stylize and Drop Shadow. Now you can use Stylism, one of our plugins, to do this, but I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And there we have it, two raster effects. So with both of those selected, I'm going to go up to the Object menu and Expand Appearance. Then if we look at our Layers panel, put it up here, you can see that those effects are made up of raster images, and so they are embedded in this file. So this is when we will use our Rasterino plugin. So with one of the raster effects selected, I'm just going to meatball it. We then use our Rasterino panel and press Edit Image. This will open it up in Photoshop and you can then edit it. So I'm just going to apply something we can see really easily. Let's do a tilt shift, bring that down, maybe blur it a bit more. Okay, so it's quite extreme, but just so you can see it, press Save, apply the blur, yes please, and we can exit that. And then again, it doesn't update straight away, that's because we need to tell it. So press the Update button and you can see that's updated that effect. So this is a really fine control over our raster effects. I'll just repeat that process and meatball our image, go to Edit, opens it in Photoshop, and for this I'm just going to, let's do the same again. It's a bit extreme, I know, but let's go with that. Save and exit. So press the Update button. Great, so now we understand how our effects we use in Illustrator are actually raster effects, and we can edit them outside of Illustrator and update them really easily, giving us some finer control there. And so leading lastly to how to relink an embedded image, or otherwise kind of unembed it. So to do that, if we select everything, we have our Rasterino panel open, press Link Image, and then here it will tell us the information about every embedded image in our selection. So we have information about that file, the name, the location. If we do want to relink it, we just press Next. If we don't, we'd press Skip. You've got a little preview here as well, which helps. And if you're happy to kind of relink all of them, just press Relink All. So one thing to note is that the files are saved as PSD format. This is chosen due to its technical ability to cater for all image types. Also, you can edit linked images. Just to do this, you need to open the links panel, and with one of our images selected, then go to the flyout menu, edit original. And if we were to make changes, I'll do something really hideous. There we go. Save, exit. It will tell us, would you like to update it? Yes. There we go, we have my hideous adjustment. So hopefully you understand how raster files work in Illustrator and how we can edit them outside of it. Please, if you like this tutorial, subscribe to our channel. We have hundreds of tutorials that help you understand Illustrator because it's not the easiest sometimes. And yeah, let us know what you think. Any questions, put them in the comments. Thank you very much. Cheers.